optic link to the trading floor in Chicago. We have Todd Horwitz. BubbaTrading.com is Todd's company. A lot of folks refer to him as Bubba. And Todd, thanks for joining us here today. This cattle market, you know, we had the October live cattle contract closing limit down yesterday. That wasn't a very good sign at all heading into the close. We had the feeders over $4 lower. Well, this morning we had some higher trade, and then it went in the tank there for about maybe a half an hour to an hour. And now we have things kind of firming up once again. This is a real whipsaw market here in the cattle trade today. We have the August now up a dime, but October down, excuse me, 14 at 109.18. And you have December live cattle down 20 at 110.67. On the feeder cattle trade, I believe we have like $3 trading ranges here. My goodness, almost $4. August feeders now 25 lower at 139.20. They were as high as 140.40 and a low of 136.88. Tremendous wild swings in the feeder cattle market. Does that mean, sometimes they say when you have a lot of exaggerated moves in a market like that in a choppy fashion, that might signal the change in trend? What do you think about that, Todd?
Well, actually, that is one of the things we would look at. I would look at this as a bottoming process, right, with the action that we're seeing here. I think that overall, I like cattle. I thought that we would get to 117. We did not. We failed at about 114, 114 and a half. I thought 110, 111 would hold. They did not. However, the yesterday's limit down with today's spike down and then turnaround and now slightly positive, to me indicates that, again, we're either on or near a bottom. I think one of the things you're looking at is all the outside activity throughout all the economies that are going on that are creating money to come out because people are scrambling everywhere to raise up margin money in other areas. I think the feeders did exactly what we thought they'd do, which was get to 146 and then sell up. But I thought they'd hold at 140 to 142. Imagine my surprise, but you saw a lot of panic trading this morning. This is the one thing I want to warn all farmers and producers. Don't get caught in the panic of a market going against you. You'll most likely have a better opportunity to reevaluate that position before you, as they say, puke it out. I think you have to be very careful. If you're not hedged, do not puke the market out. Don't panic yourself down. Evaluate it, take a look at it, and see where we are actually, because overall, this is how we form a bottom, when you get a lot of fear at the downside, which I think you saw it. Now, I'm not saying it's a final score yet, but that's very good action if you want to be bullish, the way that they tried to go down and take a bottom again today, and now they've started to turn around and start to rally a little bit.
So this is, in essence, that final stage of what they call give-up selling when you think you're at the end of the rope there.
It could be, and again, I'd like to see a little bit more damage in the cash market, to be quite honest. I mean, I haven't gotten my reports today yet, but I haven't seen that panic in the cash market yet. That's the real indication, but in the futures market, we're certainly seeing that, and to me, that's a great sign that even if they go a little bit lower, the risk now becomes the opposite, and you want to get long for a market to run back up versus the move to the downside. We could go a little bit lower, but I don't think that there's a lot of risk to the downside, where I think if you were short, I think you have a lot of risk here.
Spoken like a true contrarian there. Todd, I appreciate the comments on the market. There's a lot to weigh, and we'll see if those technical patterns really do cross and turn upward after today's trade. A lot going on, and thanks for the comments. Todd Bubba Horwitz, he's with BubbaTrading.com in Chicago. A quick look at our lean hog trade. We'll see what those futures are doing. As we look at the board, Mark, a nice turnaround here. We have the August lean hogs currently 65 higher. They're trading at $79. They did get as high as $79.55 today. So there again, I know Todd was talking earlier about the fact that it looked like you know, when it can't get any darker, things are starting to turn around technically, and it looks like maybe the buyers are starting to come in.
A lot of those folks talk about having a marketing plan, and this is a great day, a great example of why you need a plan, so you're not worried about these day-to-day, minute-by-minute swings in the market here.
Very true.
Thank you, Marlon.